They Viking countries?
They're Viking countries. And anybody who watches the show Vikings, you always leave a little bit in your glass for the old gods. Thank you to the Allfather. Le Gagne! What Francais?
All right, starting the whiskey.
Start with the whiskey.
Listen here, the Frontier is about to see me either down this in one, stomach it like a champion, or they won't see me for the rest of this episode because I'm going to be booting in the bathroom. You're welcome. Let's see what happens.
Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we gon' let it know. Yeah, I think that we gon' let it know.
Yo, welcome back to Snapshot. The World Cup rolls along. This right here is Group D. And we're going to start off Group D with France. And for France, we have the Blood Orange Moon. This one is delicious. I absolutely love this drink. I hope you will as well. 1 ounce of blood orange juice. We've got 2 ounces of Grand Marnier.
I love that sound. I'm ready to drink.
We've got 1 ounce of lemon juice. And we've got 1/4 ounce of honey syrup. Now to make our honey syrup, we took equal parts of honey and water. We boiled it and then let it simmer for 10 minutes. Honey syrup, 1/4 ounce.
I think
We'll go ahead and top this drink with just a little bit of club soda.
Okay, I like the way this looks. And I love the smell of oranges. I really like this drink. I'll tell you this, the orange is just really good. I love that blood orange. And you like that because you think that the whole purpose of having alcoholic mixed drinks is to not taste the alcohol.
Right.
This really gives you a simmer down to the alcohol. 7.4.
Club soda is good. I like the carbonation to it. It gives it a little bit more of a pop. One of the things that I'm interested to see is if I could drink more than one of these.
I think 2 would be my limit.
2 would be my limit. It's not the drink that I would, like, again, and I say this about almost all the drinks, but it's one of those drinks that I liked a lot that I would think about getting a second one, but if I were to have a second one, would I enjoy it as much as the first one? Probably not. It's refreshing. It reminds me of like a mimosa on steroids. I like mimosas. Mimosas aren't my favorite, but the fact that it's not coming off as like a vodka you taste, it's almost more of like a champagne-y, like carbonated taste, and I think that's what the club soda is doing. I'm gonna go for a 6.8.
So as you all know, I don't get to give a rating. I just get to say which score my score would be closer to, and I do like this drink a lot. I like the orange. He's already claiming his victory, which makes me actually want to give it to Ferbalicious, but I gotta be authentic with my rating. I gotta be true to it, so despite his gloating, yeah, Dickey's right. I'm going to give this one a 7.4. We're making a classic Danish cocktail. It's just called the Copenhagen Cocktail. That's the name. Yo, this is Genever. Genever is Dutch for juniper, but that does not mean that this is Dutch gin, because it's not. It's interesting. It's kind of more like a whiskey than it is a gin, but it's still not a whiskey. It's somewhere in between. It's really complicated. We're going to start off with 1 3/4 ounces of Genever. We've also got 3/4 ounce of cherry hearing liqueur. We've got 3/4 ounce of lime juice and 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. We'll add 1 dash of bitters.
Oh, I like the look of this.
That's like
Looks like mud. Yeah, I didn't like that. The Danes lied to me, dude. You know, the only Copenhagen right now that I'm liking is the American chewing tobacco. All American made.
long cut.
The
Okay, what do the Denmark people like? They Viking countries?
They're Viking countries. Ragnar Lothbrok.
Ragnar.
Hero of mine.
Denmark sounds like a great place to live. This gets a 3.7.
And anybody who watches the show Vikings, you always leave a little bit in your glass for the old gods. Thank you to the Allfather. I'm trying to identify why I didn't like this, because the cherry came out really strong. The whiskey that was used, I'm not a huge fan of this whiskey. I don't know if I've ever had it before, but I didn't like it. It didn't have the burn or the compliment that you did call it.
It's called Jenever, and I said it's not whiskey. It's more like whiskey than it is gin.
Yeah,
it's not.
I think the first time you definitely said it was whiskey.
Yeah,
It's not whiskey.
during the outtake.
Like,
Interesting. It's kind of more like a whiskey than it is a gin, but it's still not a whiskey.
I didn't like the Genever. Usually for the cherry liqueur, I can get down with the cherry liqueur, but just not with this combination. Wasn't a big fan of it overall. Definitely not one to slam. I'm going to give it a 3 flat. Horrible.
Whoa.
Now, yet again, they have not given me a wide range. I don't think they're very far off. Probably closer. I'm like probably somewhere in that range. Like I'm flirting with all of it, so it's semi closer to. I mean, closer to the 3.3 or 3.4 is really the dividing line. So I would be closer to the 3.7. It's not terrible, but it's not one that I would ever choose. I'm glad I had it, but yeah, I'm not ordering this again.
Like and subscribe, and please comment below if you make this drink, or if you've been to Denmark,
Or you live in Denmark.
or if you like the Danish. What's it called? The Danish. The little breakfast thing. A Danish. If you like the Danish.
Got a Tunisian classic. This is an absolute specialty there, and we took it and then, of course, made it a little bit alcoholic. Sorry, Tunisia. This is Citronnade. It is basically lemonade, but it is homemade, incredibly labor-intensive lemonade. So what we did so far is we took 3 pounds of lemons. We peeled the skin off of the lemons, and we set that to the side. That's the zest of the lemon. And then the white parts surrounding the lemon, that's the pith. That makes the drink awfully bitter. It would totally change the flavor profile. So, all of this white pith, we trashed that. The zest we kept, and with the zest, that skin of the lemon, we mixed in 1 1/4 cups of sugar. We then added 3/4 cups of water. We brought that to a boil, and then we let it simmer for 30 minutes. Then we took the lemons. Now, without the pith, all the pith was removed. We cut that into small slices. We pulled out all of the seeds, and after about 20 minutes of letting the zest and the sugar simmer, we added the lemons. We let that simmer for an additional 10 minutes. Then we took that mixture, the zest, the sugar, the lemons, and we added orange blossom water. In North African cuisine, orange blossom water is frequently added to thirst quenchers like lemonades, sherbets, fruit syrups, and it's generally sprinkled over fruit salads like Moroccan orange and cinnamon salad. So in this version of lemonade, where pretty much the entirety of the fruit outside of the pith is used, it's fruitier and less tangy than the traditional lemonade. So we blended all of that mixture, then we let it cool for at least 6 hours, and then we strained it, and that got us this right here. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to take this mixture and we're going to try it 2 different ways. We're going to try each of them with 2 ounces of the Citronnade, as well as 1/2 ounce of different liquors. On the one hand, we have an Irish whiskey. On the other, we have a citrus vodka. 2 ounces Citronnade in each one of these glasses. To 3 of these, we will add 1/2 ounce of Irish whiskey. And to 3 of these, we will add 1/2 ounce of citrus vodka.
All right, starting the whiskey.
Start with the whiskey.
You know how I know you guys aren't... Wow, that is fucking heinous that you guys both didn't shoot this like a regular shot, because the Ferbalicious
Well, I want to
Frontier
taste
would
it.
have done it.
I want to taste it.
You're gonna leave it
Yeah.
sipping there anyway.
This is going down. Thank you.
That is incredibly sour.
I don't like that.
Wow.
Dick Nation. Down 3.
God.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing. I appreciate that you put a lot of hard work into making this drink, but it sucks. And I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I appreciate that you put a lot of hard work into it. I will say that. I just don't want you to think by my rating, 2.4.
5-0.
Whoa!
Yeah, I'm well above a 2.4. It's not great. It's super, super sour. I like tart. I like lemon. I like citrus. This is beyond that. I'm above a 2.4, though, and I'm definitely, I don't know that I'm quite at a 5, but I'm closer to a 5, so he gets that one. Let's see if he can recover and get a rating closer to mine for the second one, but I will say highly unlikely. Now this is citrus vodka.
Cheers.
I'll show these guys how to drink real quick. Very... Ooh.
So tart. Look, the base is there. We gotta add more. There's not enough sugar in here. There's not enough, like, the orange blossom water doesn't come through. We added a couple drops of vanilla extract. That doesn't come through. We need a lot more of all of that stuff, and maybe less of the lemon, or just keep the same amount of lemon and add a whole bunch of the other stuff.
Too pungent. But I will say this, better mixture than the whiskey. I give this a 3.1. Better than the whiskey in my opinion. The whiskey, I don't like whiskey with sweet shit.
This isn't sweet even a little bit. This is just like
Sweet or
bitter
pungent.
tart.
And what are we gonna do with all this? That's the question. No.
I agree with most of what you said. I'm not going to say it's better than the whiskey because I actually like the whiskey one better. It wasn't as pungent was the right word. I'm closer to his ranking on this one, but I don't think it was better than the other one. I'm going to go for a... What did you give it?
3.1.
I'm going to go for a 3.5. And I know that leaves you in a hard spot, but that's
God
rating.
damn it. Dickey, in that this one is better than the whiskey one, but it's still better than a 3-1, so I'm going to give Ferbalicious the point on this one also, despite the fact that I agree with everything else that he said. Australia! Y'all, the World Cup rolls along with Australia. And for Australia, we have the Death Flip. This is a drink that was first featured in a Melbourne bar in 2010, the Death Flip. We're going to start off with a shaker, no ice. 1 ounce of Blanco tequila.
Who can you smell?
Is Terramana tequila 1 ounce directly into our shaker, no ice. We're going to pour 1/2 ounce of Jaeger right into the shaker as well. 1/2 ounce of yellow chartreuse. And 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. We're going to add in a pinch of nutmeg. And then we're going to add in a whole egg.
No way.
What?
No way.
Why are
Really?
you doing this, dude?
I knew there was something fucked up about it.
No ice, we're just doing a dry shake right now. Now, here's the thing. A lot of pressure is about to build up in here. It's going to want to explode. Hold on.
Heard that.
Roll tight.
You and me.
I'm going to go ahead and add some ice and reshake it to chill it.
They're shaking?
Then we will double strain this into our coupe glass.
Ooh. Like Yoki.
Just a little bit of nutmeg.
Cheers to Christmas.
How did you get so much less than me?
This is the egg one.
That's actually... Hold on.
I'm very suspicious.
I wouldn't be so suspicious.
Listen here, the Frontier is about to see me either down this in one, stomach it like a champion, or they won't see me for the rest of this episode because I'm going to be booting in the bathroom. You're welcome. Let's see what happens.
Wow, you crushed it already.
Whoa, Dick Nation. Wow.
The drink, I would say this, I liked the nutmeg, surprisingly. I would have this in the winter, which surprised me because Australia doesn't get cold, does it? Does it get cold? I always mentioned like hot beaches and stuff. Well, this is like the kind of drink I would have around Christmas time. I like the nutmeg. It goes down, honestly, when I drink half, nice gulp. The egg is not a problem. 6.4. Not bad.
All right, solid.
Not bad. Not bad.
I'm going to disagree with the Dick Nation over here. I didn't get the eggnog vibe. Something wasn't sitting well with me. You know, it went down easier than I thought it would. I gave it a little sip before I slammed it. Wasn't feeling it. It's something about the egg and the tequila that just was not vibing for me. The nutmeg also just didn't seem like it fit into the whole vibe of the drink. For what it's worth, again, the alcohol was cut down. But after drinking a few drinks with Terramana, I'm unsure if it's whether the actual additions to the drink are cutting the tequila or if Terramana tequila is just a good mixing tequila. I'm going to go 4.5. I didn't enjoy it as much. I definitely wouldn't order this. Again, it's one of those drinks that's like, if somebody gives it to me, I'll drink it, but not something I'm going to actively pursue on my own.
I don't love tequila. There were a lot of pieces of this that don't work together. I would never order this. So I'm closer to the 4.5 that Ferbalicious gave.
Like and subscribe. If you're a Ferbalicious Frontier guy, girl, give a hashtag Frontier in the comments. Or if you're a Dick Nation phony,
Go ahead and give a hashtag phony in the comments. Yo, that's all we got for Group D, but don't worry, we are just now, and I hope that they don't hear this, we are just now halfway through the World Cup. We still have another 16 drinks to go, ladies and gentlemen, but that's it for Group D. We'll see you next time, but go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Join us as we get through all 32 nations of the World Cup.
no.
Cheers
We've
until
already
next
done
time.
8 of them.
Please drink responsibly.
And do not drink and drive.